What's going on, guys? This is Chris from ATX All Things Xbox. I haven't done a video in a really long time, and that's completely my fault. A lot of stuff going on. Let me preface this video by saying I'm not a fan of watching Let's Plays. I'm not a fan of watching someone else play a game, but I understand why people do it. I understand the draw to it. You know, I get all that. It's not like I'm ignorant to it. It's just not something I enjoy. That being said, Jimmy Kimmel recently came out and, you know, he put out a video where he's basically bashing YouTube's new game streaming service. They have something similar now to Twitch where you can go and watch people play. And he doesn't seem to understand the concept of it, so he just decides to bash it. In this video, he kind of what did he compare it to? He said it's like going to a restaurant and having someone eat your food for you. I don't think that's the case, really. You know, you watch these things, you know, maybe you're stuck on something in the game, you need a little help. Maybe you can't afford a game. You know, maybe you're unsure if you're going to like a game. You know, so it's always good to be able to check out somebody else's gameplay, you know, and see how it is. But then there's reasons beyond that. You know, I have a very good friend of mine, Brian LeMay, who, you know, he runs a Twitch channel where he streams a lot of WWE 2K15. One of his viewers is a young boy who, disabled, he doesn't have the use of his hands, so he watches Brian play. He's a big fan of video games, he's a big fan of wrestling. It got to the point where this kid's mother actually emailed Brian and thanked him for doing this. You know, he's like, you know, my son can play these games, and you're basically allowing him to live it out, you know, through your, you know, your Twitch channel. You know, getting a comment like that from somebody, you know, that's got to feel great. You know, when someone thanks you for, you know, giving their kid something that their kid can't really have. It's really, really wonderful. So anyway, so you know, towards the end of his little bit, he has a skit where it shows somebody watching, you know, he called it something. I don't remember what he called the first one, but, you know, it showed somebody watching someone play, and he's like, you know, but, you know, YouTube's going to take it a step further, and now YouTube's going to offer Third Watch, where you can watch someone watching someone play. And then, you know, it goes all the way up to, I think it was YouTube Almighty, where you can watch God watch everyone play video games. And then, you know, he's got some guy dressed up like God in his skit, and then, you know, at the end of it, God says, I've raised a generation of idiots. Well, no, Mr. Kimmel, we're not idiots. You know, we're a lot of things. You know, we're people with families. We're people with children. You know, we're people who have full-time jobs. You know, some of us are, you know, Marines. Some of us are, you know, CEOs. I mean, hell, even Ted Cruz came out and said he's a gamer. You know, I'm not sure how much I believe that, but he did say it. You know, gamers come from all walks of life. You know, we're not just these basement-dwelling, you know, fatties who just sit in a chair all day long and play. We're a lot of different things. You know, through my Xbox group on Facebook, I've met a lot of people who do a lot of different things, not just, you know, sit there and game all day long. And I've met plenty of people who contribute to society, people who are longshoremen, you know, store managers, you know, things like that, teachers, cooks, professional chefs. You know, we're not all losers. And I think what it all boils down to is he's commenting on something he just doesn't understand. And in turn, you know, he's making a big headache for himself because now he's getting all sorts of backlash, and you know, people are, you know, down-thumbing his video on YouTube or wherever the hell he has it posted, you know, saying some really, really, really scathing comments to him. And, you know, I mean, some of the comments go a little bit too far where they're threatening, you know, to kill him or his family, but, you know, this is what happens when you piss off people, you know, especially when you start talking about something you don't understand. Anyway, that's all the news, I guess, I have for you right now. I've never been a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel. I definitely prefer Jimmy Fallon. The guy's way more funny. I think this really boils down to Jimmy Kimmel just trying to stay relevant. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that great stuff, and don't forget to check us out on Facebook. The link for that is somewhere in the channel description. I might need to update all that stuff. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great Labor Day weekend, and I will talk to you soon.